Welcome. What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. I know it is not the normal day, but I talked about that last week. I just got back on Wednesday from Kentucky. Did some collecting while I was down there. So I have some awesome things to show you guys. Some fresh Kentucky geodes to crack. My tripods are in the car still. So this stream started a little bit late because I had to get those things all situated. Welcome. We've got one watching. Welcome to the special Friday night stream. I was just mentioning to myself, because nobody was watching yet, that I do not have my tripods. They're still in the car, so I had to improvise. But that's okay. I've never let that get in the way before. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to our Friday night show. Streaming on a special day because we just got back Wednesday from Kentucky. Did some collecting down there. Got some pretty awesome things to show you. All over yonder on top of that little cap because my table is not clear. But Kentucky was awesome. Shout out to Michael Trabuzio. If you are watching, my friend, thank you for showing me around, showing me some awesome things. Welcome to the show, Fred. How you doing tonight? We've only got 6 geodes lined up because, like I said, I got some things to show you guys. So I'm going to get this turned around here really quick and just give a quick gander. And I said 6, but I actually have 7 geodes. These are all from Kentucky, from different areas. And then we come up here. Oh, check this thing out. It's a geode that I think has got some agate in it, but it's a heart. It is straight up a heart. Big veins and everything included. Then coming back here, this is one of the rough chunks of agate. This is just white agate, so there's some banding in it. I'm not going to move it just yet. This is going to be just a quick glance. Over here is a geode I found. Now it's already cracked on the side. So I've got this one on film collecting it, but there's one half of it. It's got some barite or calcite going on in there. I haven't hit anything with the UV light yet. Here's the other half of that one. Tani, welcome to the show. How are you doing tonight? These are some of the agates that I collected while down in Kentucky. Then we've got this one here. Just rough pieces. I don't think... Hey, what up, Terry? How you doing? Ooh, check this out. This is a fossil that Mike gave me that he collected. Not sure what it is. He said it's a root of some sort. So curious to start doing some research, or if anybody knows what this is, shout it out. Let me know. It was found in Kentucky. I believe he said Mount Vernon area. But yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. Then I found this chunk of coral. Got to do some cleaning on it. Then we've got this massive chunk back here that at the end I'll take this off. What's up, Andrea? How you doing? A big geodized cephalopod that I found down there. It's pretty red, pretty cool. Here's another chunk of agate. I'm going to show you these off a little better and slower at the end. Just do a quick overview. What up, John? Welcome to the show, my friend. Dude, Kentucky was awesome. Oh, what's up, Tim? Tim and Andrea tuning in together. Here's another nice chunk. Oh, I was so happy to find this. Check out the red in it up there. Yes, sir. This is everything from the trip. Yep. We got this little guy here. Like I said, at the end, I'm going to show everything a little bit better. I do have a bottle of water over there to wet some of the agates because it'll show a little bit better. Here, I'll zoom in on this one a little bit. Check that one out. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I can't wait to get back down there and do some more collecting. This one, if you're subscribed to YouTube, you saw this one earlier. This was the very first piece that I found. Very first thing. Walked out of the truck and was filming too when I found it. So, super awesome. And then this one here, I'll wait to show you. This one I cut last night because I was just too eager. Working out a little bit of a saw grind there. What up, Avery? Welcome, welcome. And then check this big old guy out. You know I had to grab it. Botryoidal chalcedony in there and some agate banding in there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then check this one out. And then we'll get into cracking some geodes. Look at the crystals. Oh no, we got one more to show. So this one's got some, I think he said, oh, I'll have to double check with Mike. I think that's goethite or sphalerite blades on that. Check out the banding in this thing. This one I'm definitely going to try and polish up. And then this one. Oh, this massive chunk. Check out the crystals in this are blue because of the agate underneath, or chalcedony underneath. But yeah, it was a great trip. A little rain, so there was a lot of water. And then one more time here, I'm sorry, I'll show you guys. These are the geodes, not this one. Look at this guy. There's a heart that I found. I'm pretty sure it's got some agate in it. But this one I'm just going to leave it like that because it looks like a straight up heart. Not like a Valentine's heart, like the organ. But these are the geodes for the night. If you're just tuning in, I mentioned in the beginning, I do not have my tripod because it's in the car still. So we've got to improvise here a little bit. So my apologies for the awkward angle. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I was so happy to find them all. And I'm working on editing the my collecting video from down there, and you'll see I was so I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react, I should say. Hold on, I'm gonna try and straighten this out here a little bit. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I don't have my tripod, so I have to improvise with crud I have lying around. What's up, Connie? Welcome. How you doing? My apologies for the loud noises, guys. Like I said, I don't have my tripod, so I'm just improvising with stuff I have lying around the garage to prop my phone up here. But I think we will be all right. So, oh, one more geode to show you guys that I didn't. I want to show this one a little bit better. Because I'm all about those geodes. So check this one out. It's a big geodized cephalopod. And this sucker is pretty hollow too. It's hard to see. But look how dark it is in there. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with Hey, what up, Gary? Welcome to the show. But yeah, check this out. Big old geodized cephalopod. And it's hard to see, but at the end I'll show you this. Oh yeah, dude, that's what I'm using right now. But yeah, it's pretty hollow. I'll show you guys at the end. I'll turn the camera around. And it's pretty red too. A lot of agatized stuff down there. And then this other large geodized fossil I found. Which these ones I'm not going to crack open. Look at this thing. It's a horn coral, but it looks like a freaking rhino horn. Look at this. Oh, look at all that love. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Something like that. And then this one was a horn coral. Or the horn shape leads me to believe it was a horn coral. But look, this thing is ridiculous. And the crazy thing is, and you'll see, guys, in my... oh, yeah, dude, I'm ready. I wasn't able to take as much because we had all our camping gear and stuff like that. So I'm definitely ready to go and get a big old haul. But what I was saying was, and I'm going to post up links to the place where I stayed. But guys, this place was so awesome. It was a campsite, so you can go and you can pitch a tent there. But we stayed in this place called the Nook, which is like a little, I call it a bungalow. And it's just literally just a little cube building you stay in. It's got 4 futons and 2 of them are bunk beds. You got a camp ring or a fire ring outside with a grill to go over top, a picnic table and a bench. And it's really inexpensive. And I'm going to throw the links up to that on my collecting video that I'm working on. It was $31 a night. Super cheap. Super awesome. And I was literally sleeping 10 feet away from a creek that was loaded with geodes and fossils and agatized fossils. I found agate there too. It was just super awesome. Super amazing. Little place tucked away down in Kentucky. So yeah, super, super awesome. I'll throw some links up on that collecting video. I did some filming there, so you guys will definitely see it. Found some really amazing things there. But yeah, we're going to get right into it, guys. I have 7 geodes that I'm cracking tonight. One really big one, a couple of rattlers. I think we're going to do this one first. This one was a geode, or as Mike calls it, and he said they call them down there, hamburger rock. This was from South Fork. It was where we were out doing some collecting. So, I don't know. That area is known for black and yellow. Oh yeah, that thing is awesome. Ooh, sounds good, Mike. I hope you find some awesome things, man. But this one, that area is known for black and yellow agate. So, I'm sorry, my camera's so low, I hate not having a tripod. So this might have some agate in it. We'll see. But he said most of the time, if it's hamburger meat looking on the outside, that texture, he said normally it's just quartz inside. But I don't know. We'll be hopeful. You'll see in my collective video, I was having some beginner's luck out there for sure. Got told a couple times, all in good fun, to go back north because I was finding all the good stuff. But it was a lot of fun. And before anybody asks, I'm not going to divulge any locations where we were agate hunting. Out of respect for the man that shared those with me, I'm not going to do it. Don't flood me with questions. I know last time I talked about his agates on stream, people were reaching out to him and messaging him, which I mean is fine. We're all adults. But don't make it excessive like some people did, because that really bugs me. So please don't blow me up trying to find out where we were agate hunting. Just enjoy the things we found. That's it. That's what I'm here for. I'm not selling anything. I know I get those questions a lot. From this trip, nothing's getting sold, guys. This was all for the collection, all for myself and the family, and for you guys watching here on Facebook, for everybody that watches over on YouTube. I'm a rock collector, and that's what I like to do, and I share it with everybody. I don't always sell everything I find. There are times when I do that, but if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that the last time I was selling geodes was to save up to get that polisher, and I did, and I have it now. So I haven't really been gung-ho on trying to sell geodes, because everything I do and everything I spend with a hobby, I want to fund with the hobby. And that's my goal. See where I end up in life with my channel and things like that. All off of rocks. So hopefully that doesn't make anybody upset. But typically every stream I have somebody ask about buying. Yes, I normally do, but not this stuff, guys. But I am only 19 subscribers away over on YouTube from reaching 250, and there's a 250 subscriber giveaway, so some of this stuff will be in that giveaway. So if you guys want some of this stuff, make sure you are subscribed over on YouTube. just go to youtube.com/Geode Cracker Collector and you will find my page. If somebody doesn't mind, throw that link up. I appreciate it. If not, I'll throw the link up after the stream. But yeah, if you guys want to be involved in that, be sure to subscribe. I will post up a video just like the first time around. Comment on that video. Tell me you're out there. And then we will do the giveaway. So here we go, guys. Geode number 1. Hoping for some agate. Hoping we got a good grip on it. And we do not. How did I know that was going to happen? Technical difficulties. At least I found my little hammer this time. Come on. There we go. Alright, this one's being a butt. I normally like to try and get a big face on it. But that's okay. We're just eager to see what's inside. I hope everybody had a good week. Anybody got some cool trips planned up? I know Justin and I are going to be doing some collecting here soon in a couple weeks down in southern Indiana. The first trip out with one of the awesome viewers of the stream and a good friend of mine now. So first of the season, I know a lot of folks are interested in that, so shoot me a message. I do not go out all the time. I'm a family man. I'm a full-time stay-at-home dad. That is always going to be my first priority. So if I have the chance to go and collect and the stars align and folks can gather with me, awesome. If not, please don't be upset. My family is always first. And always will be. It's really throwing me off with this bin being moved up over here. Come on. Of course, why does the first one gotta make me work? Oh yes, happy Easter, happy Good Friday, everybody. All right. What in the world? My goodness! Hold on, guys. I will. I want to grab my safety glasses. They're sitting over here. Where did I put? There. I was doing some cutting on the saw last night, so. All right. Ugh. This dang pain in the butt. Hey, there we go. It cracked, guys. Ooh. Now, this. Nah, I don't know. I'm going to keep working it until it won't work no more. Oh. Oh, boy. We've got some agate, guys. Mike, where are you, man? Why aren't you watching? No wonder. No wonder. It's a little, it's cracked and wet, so it's going to be a little hard to see. But there's definitely some agate in there, guys. Hey, Southeast Wisconsin is not too far from me. I'm just south of Chicago. Yeah, this one was definitely tough. Agate for sure. But yeah, it's a little hard to see now, guys. Don't worry, I will show you it at the end. There's definitely some banding in the exteriors where it's a little bit more high quality agate. But super, super awesome. This one's definitely going to get polished. That is for sure, so that everybody can see that agate goodness. There's a lot of quartz in there too, as suspected, but there was some agate hiding in there as well, guys. Geode number 1 from Kentucky on the board with some agate in it. And here, just as a little tease, here's what's up, Fiona. Here's a little tease of one of the other agates I found. I mean, it's just a chunk. So it's a rough agate, not a nodule. But look at that. And it's got some really high quality agate there with some translucency. All right, on to the next geode. I think we're gonna do this wonky shaped one here. And like I said, these are all from Kentucky. I went and did some collecting. So the geodes that I have either came from an area we were going to specifically to hunt agate, where there was also geodes. So that means there's a chance of agate. And there's also quite a few from Green River, Kentucky, which is where, if you guys are familiar with the streams and have been watching me a while, when I had my friend Mike send me some geodes from Kentucky, I went to the same exact river he collected from. And if you remember, my 2 all-time favorite geodes came from that river from when Mike went and did that collecting. So I had the chance to go to that same river, and it was super awesome. Found some awesome things. So I believe this one came from Green River. So it's got some blue tints to it, which the other 2 also had. So I'm hoping for another killer geode here. But let me first put the cap on this water. I don't want to have to be kneeling and cracking geodes with there being a bunch of water on the floor. I've had to do it before when it's raining outside because, you know, some really smart people built my garage. But if I can avoid it, I'll put the cap on. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you are just tuning in to the special Friday night show, we are normally on Monday or Tuesday, but we were out of town down in Kentucky finding these awesome geodes and agates and some really cool fossils as well. And that wasn't even a majority of the trip. There was also a lot of family time, nights around the fire, fresh grilled. I can't English today. Fresh grilled steaks and hot dogs and burgers every night. Oh, it was amazing. So beautiful. We fell in love with Kentucky. We talked about moving to southern Indiana because that's the main area I go and hunt geodes. But then we went down to Kentucky where it's nicer. In my opinion, there's also geodes and there's agates too. So I don't know. Now the wheels are turning because we've seriously been considering moving down there in a couple years. And when I say down there, down to southern Indiana, my main area I collect in. But now, Kentucky's on the board. What is up, Vincent? Welcome to the show. How you doing tonight? We are on to geode number 2. And this one came from Green River, Kentucky. Oh, and it is just... Okay, let's see. All right, we're gonna, I don't even know. That one just kind of peeled a layer off of it. So we're gonna try and crack it in half this way and see if there's a cavity inside. Because I'm not happy with that result. If you are curious, this device, this tool, this contraption that I am using right now is called a soil pipe cutter, the chain variety chain soil pipe cutter. Mine is made by the company Wheeler Rex. There are a couple other companies that make them. They're designed to crack pipes, no pun intended. Keep it PG, guys. This is a family show. So they do that by applying pressure evenly around the pipe with the chain. So, geodes are typically round, so it works really well with cracking open geodes cheap. So that's what I've got mine for. I do not recommend, if you're going to get one, do not buy a brand new one because it's going to cost you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Mine was purchased used on eBay for around $200. Folks have found them for around $100. I know there's quite a few folks in the group now that have them from watching my show, which is awesome. I'm happy to inspire other folks to go out and get similar tools to do the same thing because it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing this. Enjoyed it so much I decided to start streaming it from my garage. Welcome. Oh yeah, it is gorgeous down there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We hopped in Mike's Jeep and started driving down the river. Not the bank, just literally down the river, and it was just beautiful. All right, come on now. Quit peeling away. I want to know what's in the middle. All right. I think this one's had enough. We're going to pour some water on it because it's really dark and dirty. Might have a little bit of agate. Yeah, I think we do have a little bit of blue agate in there, but yeah, it's just peeling. It's a peeler. Weird. I have this other piece here that's got some shine. Yeah, all that really gross stuff, but we do have like this little pocket of agate that was on there, so this will be really pretty to... this is a soil pipe cutter. It's a tool that I use. When I actually cut them, I use a tile saw, a wet tile saw. All right, glad that pain in the butt is over. We'll push these scraps to the side and we'll clean them and soak them and see if we've got any little chunks of agate that we might be able to salvage from those layers that just peeled off of that thing. That was weird. Weird, weird, weird. All right, on to the next one. We're going to do, I think, I have 3 rattlers. One that doesn't rattle that I think might have some agate in it. And then I got a big one left. And then we're going to turn the camera around and look at some of those that we just cracked. And then I'm going to show you guys some of those agates a little bit better with a little bit of water on them. And yeah. So I think we're going to get into this guy first. We'll do the 3 rattlers next. Start looking on eBay, Facebook Marketplace. You might be able to find one for cheap. Just like I said, I do not recommend buying them new. They're like between $300 to $500 to $600. No, thank you. So this one, I'm hoping will have some agate in it because I think I see some exterior banding and some nice transparent looking stuff. But it could just be chalcedony. But I'm hopeful. Always hopeful. I won't say I'm never disappointed, but when it's something from a new area, regardless of what it is, I'm just excited and happy to have that material to work with and have something different. Especially from a beautiful area like Kentucky, which if you saw, I think yesterday it was, I posted another video up on YouTube, a little short video, the road to hunting agate, just a view of the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains that we were driving through. All right, guys, here we go with geode number 3. A nice round one. Feels pretty solid, and like I said, hoping for some agate. Pretty solid, but it's a nice split, and we will see if maybe we've got some banding. Oh yeah, we've definitely got some agate in the exterior. Polisher's working good. Tomorrow I'm heading to High Tech, to their actual storefront, or not really storefront, to their office. But yeah, you can see there's a little bit of banding here. It's hard to see because it is a cracked one, but once I get this thing on the polisher, it's going to be a pretty one. I'm excited. But yeah, I'm heading to High Tech tomorrow to grab the 80 grit flat lap disc, which is what I've been lacking. That's why I haven't really been doing that stream. I actually talked about it a couple of weeks ago. It does great. It's a great machine, and the polish looks fantastic. Working through all the stages with it, but since I didn't have that extra like lower grit, there was just too many little scratches that were making its way through, and I didn't want to continue doing it to then, like, that's not okay with me. It looks good, like, at certain angles and things like that, looking on, like, sitting on a shelf. But I want to work something, and I want to have a piece that I can pick up and look at every angle, and it's just perfect and beautiful. And without that extra 80 grit, it was just hard to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that tomorrow. But we've got a nice rattler here. I don't have my extra microphone plugged in because I don't have my tripod, but hopefully you guys were able to hear that. I think we'll be able to get a nice face on this one. I think we're gonna get a lot of little quartz crystals in here. Maybe a bunch of little double terminated quartz points. This is another one from Green River. I did crack a couple of them while I was there. I wanted to bring my pipe cutter down, but we didn't have the space with all our gear for camping and such. Being that it was myself, my wife, and our 2 kids, one of whom is a year old, so we had a lot of stuff we brought with. But I am planning to get down there again this summer, just myself, and go and do some real hardcore agate hunting. But yeah, like I said, this one's probably gonna have some quartz in it, but we will see what's inside geode number 4, guys. It is a rattler, so it shouldn't be too hard to break. All right. There we are. Like I said, a lot of little quartz. It's a little dirty, but we'll definitely clean it up. Hit it with some water. And I wouldn't be surprised if we've got a little bit of agate in that exterior. That's what it sounds like. Oh man, you might want to see a doctor about that. I get that sound sometimes too. So this will be a pretty one to clean up. And now that the weather is getting nice, my cleaning video that I'm working on, I've shot some footage for it, teaching you guys and showing you guys how I clean these. I've started working on it. I will hopefully be finished with it soon. It was nice, and then it got chilly again, and we were out of town. But here we go. Here's another one that rattles, and you can see a couple little chunks of red there, which to me, being a newbie, like I thought that was like, oh man, that's some agate running through there. And I actually cut one last night, and it was just solid quartz. It was super late. I risked getting in trouble with my neighbors for being super loud and busting out my saw. I mean, it wasn't after like quiet hours, but you know, sun was down and it was getting close. And I was like, yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna go bust my saw out. So I cut that one and it was disappointed, and then I grabbed a chunk of agate and I cut that and started working on polishing it. But we'll see what's inside this guy. Like I said, this is another rattler. This one I think is actually from the creek that we were staying, or the creek near the campsite we were staying at. Which I also found agate there, so who knows? Yeah, that one was pretty nice. I definitely agreed. I have not been disappointed so far. Here we are, guys. Geode number 5. Oh. The other half kind of crumbled a bit. Looks like we got some calcite. Oh yeah, I definitely got some calcite in there and some quartz. Like root beer colored calcite though, which is pretty cool. I did find some other root beer calcite there. So you can see quartz here. This was the exterior of the geode and that big old chunk of calcite in there. So that one will be pretty neat to check out with the UV light, which I don't have a working one right now because the other one took a bath. And I didn't want to order that other one with us going out of town, so hopefully I will have a UV light soon. And we'll be able to check out all these. I definitely want to hit the agates with UV light too, because my buddy Mike was telling me that there's some agates that are UV reactive as well. All right. Here we are. A nicer sized geode, and it also rattles. And it's got a nice surface for us to get a really pretty big face crack on it. So I think we'll be happy with this one. I'm gonna say it's gonna be some quartz again, is my guess. But we will find out. I hope everybody's having a good night. Enjoying their Friday. Mine hasn't been too bad. I had a lot of stuff I planned to do today. A lot on my agenda. And I got my little guy down for his nap. And then I wanted to leave my house at 1. So it's like, oh, I got like 15 minutes. I'm going to take a quick little cat nap. And I woke up later on, a few hours later, to my little guy singing on the monitor that was sitting by my head. And he was ready to get up. By the time I got him up and fed and situated, it was like 5 o'clock. And I was like, oh man, there goes my day. Cold and quiet here. Yeah, it was a little chilly here. Not too terrible. But quiet days are always nice. Here we are, guys. Geode number 6. A nice rattler, and then we've got one more left, and it's a nice big one. And I hope we get something pretty in that. Oh, okay. Okay. Just go on and surprise me like that. Wow. Look at that. I was expecting some more dirty quartz. I mean, this is a little iron sand, but look at that. And it's a little decayed, but look at that. This would have been dogtooth calcite over here with the way that it was growing. This is almost a twin. This was close to being a twin to my hands down favorite geode that I found was, or not that I found, that I cracked, was one that Mike had sent me from Green River, and it had dogtooth calcite in it. When I turn around the camera and I show you guys these, I will grab that one so I can let you guys see that. But we are on to the last geode of the night. Take a little drink. Last one I'm cracking tonight. It's a nice big one. It does feel pretty heavy. I believe it is a geodized fossil. What it looks like to me is like a conch shell kind of thing. So you can see this would be like the opening, and then you can see the layers where it comes around and gets smaller. That would be my guess if this was a geodized fossil, but I don't know. It does have some dark marks on it. Like I said, it is pretty heavy. So I'm hoping maybe we'll see some botryoidal chalcedony. I'd be super ecstatic to have a nice big botryoidal geode like this, but it's got some weight, so my guess is that it might be mostly solid, but I don't know. We're gonna see. It may take a minute to get her all wrapped up in the chain, but this is another one from Green River, so who knows, maybe we'll get a nice big sparkly quartz geode. I don't know. We will see. I'm gonna try and get a nice face around it. Wow, yeah, this guy's big. We only got one extra link. I bumped my table. Sorry, guys. My apologies. Dang rocks. Hold on, let me try and get this thing secured. Whatever. Sorry, guys. Son of a monkey. The joys of not having my stupid tripod. Sorry about that, guys. I need to buy an extra tripod just to keep in my garage for when I forget it in the car. Ugh. Goodness. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get around it like I want to. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go around it this way, guys. It's just too awkward of a shape to get it to wrap up and hold. Keeps wanting to slip. And you always want to try to, if you're cracking geodes, try and get it nice and snug beforehand, because you can risk damaging it. I mean, you're cracking it open anyways, but if you don't have a good hold on it and it slips and moves, you can end up clasping and clamping down where you don't intend it to break. So you can end up with a much different end result than you wanted. And I've had that happen before, and it's a real pain in the butt. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Last geode of the night. A nice big one, fresh from Kentucky, from the Green River. Here we go. All right. And that's why we wear safety glasses. Whew. Dang it. And it's mostly solid. Bummer. A little tiny cavity. Man, the smell from cracking these open is it smells like somebody just like shot a little cap gun. So a little disappointing. It was a pretty nice split. This thing is definitely too big to try and polish on my machine. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, still awesome. So glad to have it. Oh, man. Yeah, look at that. All the dust coming off of my hands. All right, guys. Sulfur, that's the word I was looking for. That's the smell. All right. So pardon all the extra geodes behind it. I did not move the stuff from the last show before we left. So ignore all that. We'll start with this guy. This was the dirtier one. So you can see that's pretty lightly on there. So probably a quick rinse with that will clear most of that up. And it does look pretty clean and sparkly under there. Like I said, you can kind of see up to here little double terminated points. Just like I said, I was seeing a lot of those. This one here was the black geode from South Fork, which is where we were out collecting. And it's hard to see because the flash is on. But there is some banding in that. So I'm definitely going to get this one polished up. You can definitely see it in the outside. So that's where it's a little nicer quality egg. And then we do have some banding inside of here. It looks like it's a little set back in there. So I don't know. I'm going to test maybe this, because if this interior material is like calcite and I can eat it away with some acid, I'll try and do that. But it's looking pretty solid, so it's probably quartz. Get a little water on this side. See a little bit more of that banding hiding in there. It's a little harder to see because of the way this was split. Now, if this was cut and polished, we'd be able to see it a lot better. So, oh yeah, pressure washer would work good on that one too. It might be a little powerful, but here we go. Look at this. This is another one. Very similar looking, as we can see. But another one that's also got some banding, and it looks like we've got a little bit of red in there too. So definitely another one we'll try and polish up. You can definitely see a nice long band in there. See the red hiding in there. Some pretty banding right there. Oh, look at even some hiding right there. Yeah, these are gonna be awesome to polish up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this guy here. This is the big solid one. We'll pour some water on it, but doesn't change a whole lot. Just a whole lot of quartz. Maybe a little bit of white chalcedony, white agate in the exteriors, just a little tiny bit. This one probably not. It's a little big. I only have a 7-inch blade, so it's only got maybe 3 inches cutting capacity. More like 2.5. But yeah, you can definitely see some white agate, white banding in the exterior. So that one, I don't know. We'll try and work with that one. Maybe if I take the safety gate off of it. It's like, what is that sitting over there? All right, then we've got this guy here. The surprise. Really sparkly one. Oh, yeah. Dude, I can't wait. I think that's going to be the next thing I save up for is a nice big slab saw. Check out that beautiful calcite sitting right there. Then, where's the other one? Yeah, this guy that was kind of full. This was this is just the other little dirty one. And this was the guy that kind of peeled and had some crazy layers to it. Maybe had some agate hiding in there. Oh yeah, I could probably do that. That would probably be easier to do, to cut that way. That's still a little thick for my saw, but... All right, so those were the geodes from this evening, but now we're going to get over here. I'm going to bring a little chair, otherwise I'm going to kill my knees. And I'm going to show you guys some of the agates and fossils that I found down in Kentucky. For those that watch the show to watch me cracking geodes, I'm sorry, I'm done cracking geodes. So if you want to go, that's okay. We understand. Now is the part where I ramble and drone on and just show you guys the awesome things that I collected. My favorite part of the show. All right. So we're going to get this turned around here. Starting off, we've got this massive chunk of some colony coral, some rugosa. I believe it is Lithostrontianella, but I'm not too certain because I know Hexagon area is not that far south. But it's very similar. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Very similar to Petoskey stones. You'll see that, those hexagon shapes. But this is not the same. Petoskey's do not have the little ridge in the middle there. That is not present. So that's what leads me to believe that this is Lithostrontianella, if I'm saying it right. But yeah, this was from my campsite. Super awesome. Oh, to get somebody out there. Here we go. Is another. That's just going to be my stand to pour water on things. And this is all agatized as well. Another interesting chunk of it. And then this guy is one of my favorites. I did not find this. This was given to me. I'm actually going to set it on the floor to hit it with some water. But this was, he said, an ancient root. I'm not sure what it was the root of. But check this thing out. This thing is crazy. All right, I think that's about it for the fossils. I like this guy because it looks like a heart, like the organ. It's got the valves and stuff up here, the big old vein over the back, and I'm pretty sure it's got some agate inside of this. All this is agate, but I'm just gonna leave this as is because it's a freaking heart. Part of the little dust particles and stuff flying up. It's definitely dusty over here. There's a nice big chunk that I found. Got some calcite in there. Some beautiful blue agate. Blues and whites and grays. Yeah, I found this one just hopping out of the Jeep. We definitely need a 4x4 to get out there where we were collecting. This is from Big Hill. Quartz with dolomite. This is one that Mike gave me because it was on the list to get out to Big Hill, but we got stuck in the mud for a little while. So there's the other half. A little bit of dolomite on there. All right. We got these little guys down here. Little chunks of agate. Got some botryoidal going on. Which this is really cool because it's got a really thin layer of really clear chalcedony going over it. Or agate. Ooh, those likes going crazy. Here's another really pretty piece. Look at the reds and purples in it. I gotta dry my finger before I can zoom in. So yeah, that's what the outside looks like. Very similar to geodes. But then, yep. That's the inside. This one here is the one that made an appearance over on YouTube. The very first agate that I collected out there. All right, let's just get all these guys around. I'm just gonna hit everything with some water. All right, zoom out a little bit. What's up, Madison? Welcome to the show. We are done cracking geodes, just showing some of the agates that I collected down in Kentucky. A lot of white, some colors. I didn't find a whole lot of whole pieces or whole nodules or anything like that. But man, sirens are going crazy tonight. What is going on in my area? Look at the red in this one. Oh my goodness, the reds and pinks. I love it. So awesome. This is definitely one I'm going to try and polish. I'm not going to go crazy. I don't think I'm going to cut it or anything like that. I think I'm just going to try and get these sides all down so I can polish the whole thing. Oh, these are some awesome Kentucky agates. Rough agates that I found on my recent trip. So collected in a couple different areas that yield different colors of agates and things like that. So I do have some variety. Check this one out. So this has got blue underneath the crystals, so it makes those crystals look like they're blue. But this is another big chunk, which I'm going to set down so we can zoom in on. So this dark orange that you're seeing is oxidation, so there is some orange and yellows. But you can see this area here is more what the actual colors look like. This is just because of the heavy presence of iron. We come around this side, see some more of that blue. So this one I think I might try in, because you can definitely see some banding in there as well. Banding goes all through here. Oh yeah, I've taken the safety guard off before. That's how I've done a couple freeform pieces like that. This one I'm going to try and take just a slice off of the face. Not to cut, but I think I might just try and get that face down to see what it looks like. And then same thing on this side. But yeah, then this is just another big, beautiful chunk. And this guy, I've actually got both halves of this. This is just a big geode that actually somebody cracked and left on the side of the road. Or not really road, the trail. One of the trails that we were taking. But just check this out. Got some calcite in here. But look at this. It's just beautiful. This one I want to send to somebody who's got a big old saw, and I just want to get some slabs. I don't care. I don't care if the calcite falls out of the middle. I want some big slabs of this. Because it's a chunker. It's pretty thick. So I feel like I can get a few nice pieces out of it. Even out of the counterpart. Oh, absolutely, Tina. That is absolutely going to happen. I'm planning on doing some streaming once I get my once I get to the shop tomorrow and get the missing grit that I'm looking for. This one I've actually already cut and started working on last night. But look at the reds in that. This one I got a big old saw groove in. But yeah, this is one I'm gonna start. This one I'm gonna start taking slices out of just to see what happens, especially with that red. Because look at, if that's what the red looks like in here, that red goes through here, up into here, comes out over here. So I'm excited. This is just a chunk of, probably of a geode that just got filled up with agate. But it's just got banding all over the place. But yeah, I'm absolutely going to be posting up some videos of polishing. I'm going to make a cutting, my very first cutting video. I'm going to do a cutting and polishing. I'm going to have a 2-part video for that going up on my YouTube. And then over here on Facebook, I'm going to be doing some polishing live streams. But check this one out. Another big, beautiful chunk. And look at the crystals. I forget what this secondary is. It's either sphalerite blades or goethite blades. I forget. I want to say it's sphalerite. But look at this. This is another one. I think I'm just going to try and... I want to obviously keep all of that, but I think I might polish in the sides because it's not too terrible. So I might just round out this big point there. Taking this little bit here and try and get a nice specimen out of it. Showing that the secondaries with the crystal up here, I can definitely get the rest of this crud out. I didn't go too crazy with cleaning it. But this will be a really nice piece. And I know we've only got 12 folks watching right now, but I will let everybody know that I am planning to put, not one of the nicer pieces because I didn't find a whole lot, but I do plan to put a piece of agate that I found into my 250 subscriber giveaway. So this one's just a big geode that's got a little bit of agate, and obviously because it's botryoidal chalcedony, but that's the main reason why I collected it. But I just love the colors in this one. And that is it, guys. That is all she wrote. I'm actually gonna I want to pick this guy up because we weren't able to see everything on it. So like I said, this is a big coral chunk, some colony rugosa. But look at, you can see right there, this is, a lot of people are going to recognize this. Looks a lot like Petoskey, but like I said, this is not Petoskey because Petoskey's did not have, you can see right here, they did not have that little nub, that little mound in the center. So this is just another rugosa family colony coral. But check it out. I just love this piece because you can just see all different sides of it. You can see the bottoms of it, where they came and how different it looks opposed to the top. And yeah, like I said, this one right here just came out of the creek right next to my campsite. 25 feet away from where I was sleeping those 5 days when we were down in Kentucky. Super awesome. Like I said, guys, when I make my collecting video, I'm going to put up the links. I'm going to definitely major shout out to the folks that ran. It was considered an Airbnb, but it was just a farm, and they had some property, and they just made a couple places for people to stay. I stayed in the place called the Nook, which is like a little bungalow. They literally have a tree house they built that you can go and sleep in. It has beds in it. A tree house. How awesome is that? It's only like $45 a night. And where I stayed, the place I stayed, the little bungalow, was $31 a night. My whole trip in Kentucky, counting food because we didn't eat out. I made burgers and stuff like that. Gas from Chicago, from South Chicagoland area to Kentucky and back, food and lodging, less than $300. Yep, less than $300, guys. It was amazing. It was a great trip. We had a lot of fun. We weren't stressing about money because it was inexpensive, and we had a great time. So, yes, Tammy, stay tuned. If you want, shoot me a message. But like I said, I'm going to definitely be shouting out that place where I stayed. And I get footage, too, literally standing at the door of the cabin I look down and I show my feet in the steps to our little campsite, and then I pan over and I show the creek that's literally right there. And it's just loaded geodes and fossils, and there was a couple agates that I found there. Once I found one agate, I went very thorough through that creek. I didn't go all the way up into the mountain because I wasn't sure the property lines, but I did some good hunting. But it was a lot of fun. Great. I definitely recommend it. My whole family enjoyed it. They have got... Like I said, it's a farm, so there's chickens that walk around, ducks that walk around. They've got cows. They've got all sorts of animals. It's not a petting zoo. Don't go expecting to be able to see and pet things. But it's just a great place. They've got an old school tire swing out. They've got swing sets. Like I said, they've got the creek that you can just go and hang out in. You can take your shoes off, walk through it. It's just a great time for the whole family. So I definitely recommend it, guys. Keep an eye out for my collecting video. I'm definitely going to be throwing some major shout outs to them. I just want to chat with them a little bit more, find out what they're comfortable with me sharing and things like that. But awesome place. Awesome place. It was a great trip, guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It was amazing. Just spending time next to the fire. Oh, so many shadows with all the different lights in my garage because I don't have my flash, so I had to turn on all the lights. But yeah, just keep an eye on my YouTube channel, guys. I've got a couple other little shorts videos that I'm going to be sharing here soon while I'm going to take my time with my collecting video. But I filmed plenty of little tidbits and things like that to keep throwing out here and there. I've got another one that's going to be coming out Saturday. And another one that's going to be coming out Monday, just showing different things, different parts of the trip. You know, whether it's just a little clip of us all sitting around the fire. You know, I've got a clip of me flipping some big old, 12-ounce steaks that I'm cooking over the fire. Little bits and views of the creeks and stuff like that. Just awesome things. So if you have not already subscribed, be sure to check out Geode Cracker and Collector over on YouTube. That's me. Hi, I'm Tyler. And we are only, as I started my stream today, we are only 19 subscribers away from my next giveaway. And I believe that the folks that won the first giveaway we just received their items earlier this week. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned to that. Because if you want some free stuff, if you want a piece of that agate that I just showed you guys over one of these awesome geodes or a chunk of fossil, be sure to subscribe, guys. But until then, thanks everybody for watching. Keep on cracking.